Hey, welcome in. I'm here with Cole Madey. He's a professional golfer, former UCLA Bruin, and we're talking about the alignment disc and how Cole utilizes the alignment disc in his practice. So Cole, just walk us through how you use the alignment disc and an alignment rod.
Yeah, so I would use these all the time, and I think whether you're a 20 handicap or a +5 handicap, I think that they're extremely valuable because they're simple, yet I think the most effective way to practice. So what we're all striving for is to pretty much be on plane, and you're either going to fall on one end of the spectrum of being way outside the plane or way under the plane. So this kind of can level you out. So for somebody that has a tendency to whip the club way inside and that they're way under the plane to start, this is a good tool to be able to keep you a little bit more on the plane. So this isn't for somebody who takes the club way outside. This is for somebody who's going to whip the club way inside and then probably come over the top. This is going to keep you more. So I would just set it up here. You kind of set it up like your normal setup, and then you would see, you want the angle of the alignment stick to pretty much mirror your shaft angle at address, and then you drop it a little bit inside. So I'd say between the ball and your feet, place the plate, and then put it at an angle that matches your shaft plane. So then from there, you want to be able to swing rather straight, and then be able to make an entirely full swing through the ball, just like this. And what that does is, I have a tendency to bring it inside, so it promotes me. Sometimes it can feel like the club is going way outside, but if you actually see it on camera, your club will be moving in a lot straighter line. And it'll feel a little bit awkward for the people that have a tendency to whip it inside, but this will promote you to have a much straighter plane.
Yeah, awesome. I'm here with Cole Madey, former UCLA Bruin, now playing professional golf, and how he utilizes the alignment disc in his practice. So before he was talking a little bit about takeaway, and there's all kinds of variations. So we had the alignment disc over here, and now we've moved it to the opposite side of the golf ball.
Yeah, so like we were talking about, two ends of the spectrum with your takeaway and your overall club plane. When it was here, we were fixing people that took it way inside. And then when you put it out here, about a club length back and a plate distance away from the ball, you can fix a very outside takeaway going outside of the plane. So if you just set up, same setup as before, now it's going to promote your club to be a little bit more inside your own plane line. So it's going to feel like the club's coming way inside, but in fact, you can still make your full swing, and it's going to kind of promote more of an in to out motion, which will feel a little bit awkward for somebody that takes it way outside, but it'll help you be a lot more on plane.
We're talking about variations of how to use the alignment disc. So Cole, stay there right there. This is replaced. So, you know, if I'm not with him and he's out traveling and he's in some foreign country or something, he can use the alignment disc as his coach. But we used to do this one, just hit a ball for him. I used to do this one with him and just hold the stick. Well, now we have the alignment disc, and he can do this himself. So this is to get him to keep moving. So you think about rotation. Instead of stalling and the club tries to get over here, he's going to keep turning his body so his hand path kind of starts to move around his body, and that's why we use this alignment stick. But I'll go ahead and let you kind of talk about this one too.
Yeah, probably one of the biggest flaws in all of amateur golf is obviously your body stalling, but what happens when you do that is your body stalls and the club actually raises up. Your hands will raise up through the ball, and then you'll have this flipping motion. But what this is going to promote here is your body to keep moving, but also for you to maintain this low angle of your hands and going down and around. It'll feel a little bit awkward if you have the tendency to raise, but you can actually hit a golf ball, and it's going to promote the feeling that you'll have is keeping the handle low through the ball this way. You'll have a lot cleaner strikes.
He makes it look easy. Okay, so now we've kind of set this up, huh, Cole, you and I. So it's kind of a fade bias thing. You can kind of see where his swing direction or his start line is a little bit more left, and how we kind of created this alignment structure for you.
Yeah, the beautiful thing about these is not just trying to get you to have the perfect golf swing. It's actually allowing you to hit a certain type of golf shot on the range or on the golf course, so you can kind of visualize this. So when you set up to here, this is obviously going to be me trying to hit a cut, and it's going to promote an out to in motion of the golf club coming in. So on the way back and on the way through, I have to make sure that it's staying outside of this, but I also have to make sure that it's staying inside of this. So it's going to create that out to in motion and hopefully hit a successful cut.
There we go. You hit 8 across. Exactly. Let's do it again. I heard it get stuck in the ground, but it was like exactly how we set it up. There we go.
Yeah, there's the
See, as you can kind of see, he's creating this grid pattern with the alignment disc to change shot shape, swing direction, that kind of thing. So you guys are gonna have fun with these. Okay, so here's another way to use it. So an alternative resource. So over here, he was making sure that he was going around the corner, more neutral path, possibly a little bit of fade bias. Now we've moved it on the inside, so Cole now has to kind of swing over the top of it and get his swing direction out to the right so he can hit some draws.
Yeah, this is a good one for anybody that struggles to turn the ball over right to left, maybe has a big over-the-top move and they cut across the ball. So this will feel a little bit awkward, but it'll help you draw the ball. So what you want to do is you want to just hit the regular shot, but you're going to maybe shift your body a little bit to the right of your target, and then you're going to make sure that the club head and the shaft doesn't hit this orange stick the entire time.
Beautiful.
And what that promotes is your club's going to move out rather than across, promoting that nice draw.
Yeah, see, he got a swing direction of about 4 out to the right, club path of about 5. So that's a nice little draw pattern for y'all.